Every month we have a brand new artist. Every month there's a whole next big thing. But who really cares, and are we overhyping artists way too quickly? Today I want to talk about how the constant overhyping of artists is actually a bad thing, and it's not only hurting the artists themselves, but it's hurting music. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. So let's talk about the problem, because we crown artists goats and we crown artists the next big thing way too quickly, and I feel like it's time that we really start talking about it. We are, as soon as we get new artists, starting to say, hey, this artist is going to be the biggest thing in the world, this artist is going to go mainstream, and we're hyping them up before we even get to see what they're actually able to do. And we can see over time that this pressures them to make extremely quick hits and make extremely quick songs rather than long-term growth. And that's why a lot of the artists who've come out in recent time aren't as amazing as people hyping them up to be. Because one of the effects that this leads to is burnout and mid projects. When we overhype these artists over and over and over again, what we're doing is we're giving them all this juice and saying, hey, like, it's okay for you to make mid, it's okay for you to just throw out some music. And some people would say, oh, well, that's not true, why are you saying that? But we got to think about it like this. When we are saying, yo, like, we want this artist to blow up, this artist is gonna blow up, this artist is gonna blow up, and they haven't even given us a full-length project, let alone an EP, we're overhyping them to the point where they now have to work up to a certain standard that they probably weren't prepared for or ready for to begin with. So then what we get in the long term, mid projects, we get mid songs, and then the fans all of a sudden wonder why. Now, as people who listen to the music, we move on really quickly, and labels and fans move on from these artists just as fast as we get put onto them. Another problem with overhyping artists is that I feel like their true potential never gets fully developed. And this isn't really a problem, this is kind of an effect of the problem. We don't get these artists' full potential because as soon as we overhype an artist, like let's just say, and I'm just gonna name somebody specific, we overhype Netspam. We say he's gonna be the greatest thing in the entire world, he's gonna be the greatest artist in the world. And I'm not here to knock his music, and I don't think his music is bad at all. And if you like his music, good for you. With that said, we overhyped him so crazily that when he dropped his project, it kind of came and went, and people aren't thinking about it, people didn't go back to it. It was the same thing with artists like Ian, where everybody was hyping up Ian like crazy, and a lot of people, or I should say mostly critics, didn't really like his project. I enjoyed the project, but a lot of fans and a lot of critics didn't like it. When we overhype these artists, we are kind of hurting them, preventing them from being able to really live out their potential. And another effect of this is it makes the scene feel less authentic, and it makes it feel like what we're getting is what a lot of people refer to as fast food music, where everything comes and goes so quickly, we digest it relatively fast and we forget about it as soon as the next artist comes on. We gotta stop overhyping artists in the underground. We gotta stop overhyping artists even in the mainstream, because when we fuel these egos and we build these egos, a lot of the times that can also lead to the artists not dropping the way that they should. It can lead to artists not putting out the music the way that they should. And I'm not trying to talk about Fago, but I feel like a lot of people don't realize the more that we overhype these artists, the more that we try to say like, yo, like this artist is gonna be the next big thing, the more that we're not allowing them to actually grow, the more that we're not allowing them room for potential. I personally would rather see artists develop themselves and really create their own authentic sound, create their own authentic aura and look, because a problem that's related to overhyping these artists is because they're coming back to back so quickly, they're also becoming very, very similar. We need to allow artists, or in my opinion, we need to allow artists to really create themselves and really develop their own sound. We gotta stop crowning people legends and amazing talent so quickly. So what do you think? Is overhyping artists just a part of the game now, or is it something that we have to stop? Is it something that you're starting to see and you're getting tired of? Please let me know in the comments below. I want to have a discussion with you guys. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. I got more content and more topics that a lot of people don't talk about, so please make sure to stay around. If you want to follow any of my own music, you can follow me on Instagram, willarmani with 2 eyes. It's been your boy willarmani. Stay positive.